chatting a little bit about the LBC. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, I have Trayvon Cash. What up, man?
Oh, how's life treating y'all today out there?
Man, everybody's doing good here, man. How about yourself?
Life is good. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, let's jump right into it, man. And I encourage everybody out there to check out the first interview I did with Trayvon Cash. Just type in Dusty Vision, Long Beach, and it'll probably be one of the first shows to pop up there on YouTube. But there's a couple of things that I wanted to ask you last time, or we didn't really get to dive too deep into it last time, and also want to catch up with you on some things that have been happening in the rap world as well. Yeah, let's jump right into it, man. First off, now actually when we were chatting offline, you mentioned that you wanted to kind of tell me the story about the reason why. Well, let me ask you, what's the reason behind the beef between the 20s and the Insanes, to the best of your knowledge?
It's that's a touchy subject for a lot of people. It started over. Well, maybe I should give people a little history on behind the Insane and 20s first.
Okay.
Before I just jump right into that.
Please.
And what I mean by that is that most people don't understand that Insane and 20s were birthed on the same street, 21st Street, and our hoods are intertwined, where we share the same hoods, and not to mention half of us is related as well. So the Insane the war between 20s and Insane actually started off of individuals who was from 20s and Insane who was related. So the individual was from Insane, and his brother was from 20s, and the gentleman from Insane ended up. Back in the day when we grew up, it was really a big thing for us to go to our gang meetings and be there and show up. It was really a big thing. It was almost like the service, And so he got disciplined by some of his homeboys from Insane, and he ran to his brother, and I knew his brother pretty good too. And he went to his brother, and his brother was mad that some guys from Insane beat him up. So he went over there and he beat them up, and they shot and killed him. That was the first Long Beach between Insane and 20s. It started over, like most do, over a fight. A fight between, he was defending his little brother, period. His little brother was from Insane. His little brother got beat up by some other Insanes. And so he went back and he basically was defending his brother. And that was the first time that, Insane and 20s ever really beefed nor warred with each other. Now, this same individual is part of Snoop's entourage, and, I really don't want to mention him. There's nothing new. Many young cats out there that's fighting that war between Insane and 20s, and a lot of them don't even know what it's over. We doing so much and killing out here in the streets, and we don't even be knowing what the first beef or the first argument started, And in this instance, it started over, like I said, a gentleman from Insane, and I knew him too. I went to school with him as well. Like I said, he does music with Snoop, and he got disciplined. He got beat up by some of his own homeboys for not going to a gang meeting. And he went and ran and told his brother, and his brother went back and beat the guys up who done it, and they shot and killed him. And from that day forward, from I want to say 1986, there's been I've seen numerous people just die over that beef. You know what I mean? Where it started at, and the question is, we know where it started, how to end it.
Yeah.
Like I said, most people will never understand how the war between Insane and 20s is, because other gangs, they have different territories. You have the Hoovers over here, you have the A-Trays over there. You have the Bloods over here, you have the Crips over there. Where's the different in Long Beach? Insane and 20s, we share the same hood. We're birthed on the same street, 21st Street. Half of us is related. So we're warned against not only our own family, but we're warned against the own people in our own neighborhood that we share it with.
Yeah.
Which made it really violent, because you can't really go anywhere. The moment you turn the street, you are already, in some things. So,
And you started banging in 85 at age 12, if my memory serves me correct, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That day, I tell people, I say, a lot of people got a lot of negative personas or negative thoughts of what they believe or what a gang member is, and this, and that. And first thing they think of, he's a thief, a robber, a criminal, and everything else. But the natural fact is that it's supposed to be more like a family, especially for a lot of young men who grew up without a father or grew up without a family or family that was hooked on crack back in that time. So to come together as a family, it was a neighborhood family. And that's how, when I grew up, we were raised, you know what I mean? And we protected each other accordingly to that. You know, it wasn't just you just ran out there and did something just because you wanted to. It was a real family. You joined the family. And I joined the family. You know, part of my family is from Insanes, and the other half of my family from 20s, and the other half are all bloods. We all get along, you know. And when I joined 20s, it was almost like I was born into the neighborhood. I got other uncles in LA who were part of the ones who helped start Neighborhood 20 Bloods. So, you know, my whole family is not just of gang members, but they're a founding father of gangs. You know, they're people who started gangs. So as I was born, it was almost I was born into a gang because my family was ones who started and created gangs.
I told her I loved her. Records. I told her I loved her. But the records started skipping. The records started skipping. And she told me I was tripping. She said she wanna see the city, but she don't wanna ride the city bus. Because she's new to the town, naive eyes look for truth that is lost in the sound. Brains are lost in the cloud, dead from all of the smoke. That's the reason why the ostrich hides its head in the ground. That's the reason why the monster even puts on a mask. And we turn the city green to blend in with the grass. The city scene made a crash, I fell in love with it twice. Had to tell her goodbye cause she fell in love with the night. I couldn't keep up, I tried to bring it down from the sky, but the clouds were so nice that she took a nap for a while. And when she woke up, I finally had a kid and a lady. Bone told me he saw her the other day with the baby. Ain't life crazy? I think about it once in a while when it's cloudy outside and the sun goes.
None of these drugs do what they supposed to.